intro thing. Hey up everyone, hey up, and welcome to me channel. I'm Stef the Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative. And this afternoon, today, I have a very extra special guest. Go on, who's this good looking fella to the side of me? Introduce yourself to the people.
I don't know who you're talking about. It's just me, Adan from Nerd Dots, just saying hi, everybody. I'm glad to be here, part of the channel, and learn about the British culture.
Oh, yes, we will be learning about the British culture indeed. Now, if you've never seen Life on Mars before, just to give you a little bit of backstory, it was released back in 2006. All I'm going to say is, well before cancel culture. I don't think it would be made today, let's put it that way, although they are doing a sequel to it. I know there's Ashes to Ashes that's a sequel, but I'll explain later on anyway. I don't want to go too much into it, but I'm really excited about it. There's a character called Gene Hunt. All I'm going to say is he is not for the faint-hearted. If you are easily offended, this may not be for you, but it is of its time in the sense of the storyline. So we'll leave it as that. Is there anything, Adan, that you know about it at all, other than the little bits that I've told you?
Just a quick synopsis that the BritBox has hooked me up here with, which is pretty much just is a crime series set in the 1970s, and yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. And well, yeah, confused by his new outdated. Yeah, it's a crime series, and it sounds like a flashback from the description.
Well, you'll see in a moment when we start it. Before we do so, though, just say hi to the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry about the original live stream. OBS crashed on me. Who knows why? Technology these days. Brilliant. But hello to Will Morris. Yes, Adan is about to meet Detective Chief Inspector Gene Hunt. Absolutely. Ledger's in the house. Hello, David March. Hello, hello. And Collaborative Kiwi Studios. Hi there. Now 3 days without sleep now. LOL. Why?
No, if I remember correctly, he's been working. And he's doing power through his work. He's been over halfway through creating and animating a fish.
A fish.
A fish.
A fish. Okay. Is it like finding? Who is it? Dora. What's that fish thing again?
No,
Nemo.
The original was Finding
Nemo.
Dora, and then there was like the Dora one. So you technically weren't wrong.
Okay.
There is a sequel.
It's Finding Nemo, isn't it? That's the first one. I always get them mixed up. I'm not good
Listen,
with names.
Collaborative, as long as it doesn't look like Swimming to Sea, then I'm going to be like, you're well above the game. Because if you haven't seen Swimming to Sea, check out my first review. You'll see how it looks in the thumbnail. It's pretty it's pretty bad,
bro. But for everyone that is watching either live or on the replay, get yourself over right now to Nerd Tots. I'm waiting. Go subscribe to Adan. You can see it on the screen right now. He's at 306 subscribers. Let's get him up to 400 now. So if you like your anime, you like your gaming, you like your cooking, dude can make a mean dish, you want to head over to Nerd Tots and get your eyeballs on that channel straight away. Completely Stef approved, guys. It's not every day I say that. I'm very, very picky. So with that being said, we are going to start with Life on Mars, Series 1, Episode 1. You are on your 2-minute countdown, chat. So if you want to watch it along with us, make sure you've got it open. If you are in the UK, you can access it on BBC iPlayer. If you are in the US, I have not got a clue. Apparently you guys have BritBox.
Yeah. So in the US, we do have BritBox. So you can have BritBox on your own, or you can do it through your Amazon. I just hooked it up through my Amazon since actually I already had it hooked up because I set it up with my godfather a while ago and I just forgot. So
fair enough. You actually mentioned though yesterday that your father is into British TV. Which is the soap that he likes again?
So my godfather is a huge fan of EastEnders, and he never misses a Sunday. So he always watches it every Sunday, and that's his time that no one's to disturb him. He locks himself away so no one disturbs him.
So EastEnders, for those that aren't familiar, it is a British soap opera. And it's based in London. It's a very gritty soap opera. It's not like The Bold and Beautiful or anything like that you guys have over there. But it's very gritty, very dramatic, but it's what we would call a British soap. And it's been around now for about 30 years. So it's going on pretty strong, guys. But last 30 seconds for everyone just to get their screens ready if you do want to watch along with us. Again, we are looking at Life on Mars Series 1, Episode 1. I am very, very intrigued, Adan, of what your reaction's going to be. But
I am too.
I remember watching it for the first time and my eyeballs were like, what the hell did I just watch? They actually created that. But yeah, it gets weirder as it goes along, but it's a good kind of British weird. I think everyone's going to like it. And if you don't, I'll force you to. That's basically how it's going to work. But with that being said, oh, hang on, David March, EastEnders crossover with Doctor Who, very, very realistic, gritty and dramatic. Collaborative Kiwi Studios. He loves EastEnders as well.
Okay, look at that.
Yeah. And Coronation Street, nice. And Little Britain. I don't like Little Britain, not as much. Not because of the whole PC snowflake bull, don't get me wrong. But I just never got the humour for Little Britain. My partner, Richard, freaking has a boner for it, I have to admit. But for me, I don't know. Just not my cup of tea. Not my humour. Let's put it that way. Yep, and Neighbours as well. And Little Britain is quite the throwback, yes. But Will Morris says he'd rather watch Hollyoaks. Fair enough.
All foreign to me. It's like
it is literally foreign.
It's literally foreign to me. Like I understood Doctor Who. That's what I understood. That's all I got. Which now they got like a lot of Doctor Who on some of the streaming networks that I have, but like still, I'm not understanding any of those shows. And I was like, oh yeah, I watch BBC shows. I watch British broadcasting. Like I like Being Human. I like the original Office. I like why can't I remember any of the BBC shows now that I want to mention them? There are other ones I liked. I just can't remember them. But yeah, usually it was either the unique humor or like the sci-fi ones that I would watch. And might like the surreal or more realistic ones. I don't count Sherlock as one of them.
Why?
The one with I know it's a British show.
Yeah.
The Sherlock Holmes one. But it seemed too popularized for me to be like, that's a BBC show.
Oh, it's a BBC show.
Yeah. It just seemed like because when I watched it on Netflix, I'm like, it just seemed like one of those ones that are just too popularized that like it is BBC, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like it. Does that make sense when I say that?
No, but okay. That's your opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair play to you. But for me, no. It's a BBC show.
BBC show that I did like, Chronicles of the Frankenstein Chronicles with Sean Bean.
Oh, okay.
See, I got ones in my repertoire.
You've got a few.
I
Hopefully,
got a
we're going to
few.
add this one. So, are you ready, Adan?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So, on one, we're going to press play, guys. So, everyone ready with the screens? If you're watching along with us, we're at 0, 0, 0, 3, 2, 1.
So that's like a caravan or a motorbrake. I can't even say the words now. Jesus.
A motorcade.
Motorcade. Thank you.
Yes.
You knew what I was thinking.
I knew exactly what you were thinking, mate.
So it's safe to say this really doesn't have anything to do with Mars.
No.
Well, that's just a tease.
Not the planet Mars, anyway.
Oh, this dude. I like him.
Do you? Yeah?
He was in Sherlock.
He was
He-
in Sherlock.
I'm quite sure he played Moriarty.
No.
Or he looked like the guy who did.
A little.
I've seen him in other stuff. I just can't remember what it is. I know
Doctor
he's been in
Who,
other.
the Master.
Yes.
Boom. I knew exactly who you were thinking of, but yeah, definitely not that. But yeah, Doctor Who, the Master, yeah.
And I remember the first time I saw him as the master was it was the episode where he was like, "Can you hear him? Can you hear the drums playing?"
Well, this is far removed from all of that. But look at this. The BBC version with that Paul Dark fella. Yes, Will Morris. Also, Bad Teacher is great. Collaborative Kiwi studio. David March, Cumberbatch's first sci-fi role was on a Doctor Who Big Finish radio show. Never knew that.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Banana Tree Gamer, let's go. Hello, my friend. How you doing, dude? Nice to see you. Sherlock is also a great BBC show. Exactly. Even Collaborative Kiwi Studio says, great BBC show. Adan, get it right, dude. And yeah,
it was a
Sean.
good show.
And yeah, Sean Bean is from my neck of the woods. Well, absolutely.
Mhm.
And that's Emmy winner Archie Panjabi. Yes, it is. You might recognise the actor who plays Gene Hunt as well. You might.
Hmm.
Hey, up, Peyton, Nate. For everyone joining in, we are at 2:36 right now. What I can tell. Hello, Elijah. What's up, mate?
Huh. Well, that sucks.
Yep. Yes, he was. Philip Glenister was in the original State of Play, Will Morris. Also, John Sim as well was in the original State of Play. Have you seen that,
Yeah.
Adan? The original State of
But
Play?
no, I did not see the original State of Play, but like sorry, I was distracted. I was paying attention to here because I could tell uh in that short sentence that they had he basically sacked her off the case because they had relations. This is why
Yes.
people should never mess, where they work.
Yeah.
And of course, she is not one to follow protocol, obviously, because of this phone call.
Yeah.
Yep, go figure.
Mm-hmm.
All that comment as soon as she's like, I'm telling him, I'm following my feelings. But like, listen,
Yeah, but your feelings get you
feelings
into
belong
trouble.
certain where, yeah, exactly. Your feelings belong in one area, not at work.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Tyler. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Um, yeah, you go
Mhm.
cover E3 and you have a good stream yourself, mate.
Oh, nice. That's right. E3 is
Mm.
today or this weekend. That's
Yesterday
awesome.
wasn't that good. Tyler's stream was fire. I watched it on Tyler's stream, but
Mm-hmm.
wasn't that impressive, really, to be fair. Ubisoft forward. Wasn't that, what is it with it?
I don't really. I'm getting more into the games and computer games
Mm.
than than I used to.
Oh, okay.
I can relate to this, dude. Not
Mm.
that I've had that kind of work experience, but like that drive when something emotional happens and you try
Mm.
and keep it together. It's just rough.
Yes. Yeah. And thank you, Collaborative Kiwi Studios, for subscribing. I've just seen your name pop up. Thank you very much, hon. I'm trying to get the alerts to work so it actually comes up on the screen. I will get that to work one day. I will crack it, I promise. But thank you again,
Yeah.
my friend, for subscribing. Now, this is why it's called Life on Mars. Can you tell?
The Sideburns.
No.
Is it the song?
Yes.
Oh, David Bowie.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Doesn't take that long to set up and start getting into it.
so tell me, is it like every episode we're gonna hear that song playing? Like, and it's just
No.
on loop in my mind.
No, no, no. No, not at all.
See, I'm corny like that. I would be like, yes.
No, they don't bash you over the head with it, Adan.
And but it is playing still.
Yeah, but not every episode. Right.
I know.
But it is still playing, yes.
And then I heard the sirens, and I really thought, wait, was those leprechaun shoes?
Mm.
Listen, I heard bagpipes when I heard the sirens. Oh my God, he's going to Ireland.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's not gone to Ireland. And thank you, Tyler. I might actually need your help again with a little bit more. So thank you, my friend.
I'm telling you, those were leprechaun shoes. They had the big old buckle. Like,
Yeah. Definitely not Ireland, but keep that in mind because a lot of this, there's little bits that happen that predict what's going to happen in the future episodes, but it's like a jigsaw and you got to piece it together to figure out what's going on.
oh wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I can.
It's very cerebral, this series.
All right.
Very.
Some of my favorite shows have been cerebral shows where like Witcher is pretty not cerebral in some ways, but it was cerebral in the sense of the time jumps that they would do.
Yeah.
And Legion was cerebral in some of the stuff that they would do for the character design. Because he's like a sociopathic character.
Yeah.
Or a psychopath. Yeah, whatever. But this is actually kind of cool.
Yeah. I'd agree with that to a certain extent, Will Morris, that this is a crime drama stroke mystery. Yeah. And for everyone that's watching, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to join the Alter Nerd tribe, guys. The subscribe button's just below. It's $3.99. And head on over to Nerd Tots as well. His channel is in the description down below. And you get more collabs like this.
You know what this is oddly reminding me? I just recently watched an anime that was called Erased. And it was about a guy who could like mentally jump back, kind of like butterfly effect.
Yeah.
But he would do like small jumps, and then something happens that triggers him to jump back in time to a point where he's like a kid.
Yeah.
Where he remembers there was a serial killer killing kids, and he's gonna try to stop the serial killer as a child.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Yeah, it's not graphic at all, but it's very suspenseful.
All right. I could get on board with that, you know.
So I like this right here. This whole concept right here is kind of making me think about that.
Okay. So what do you think's happened so far?
All right. So he's having a mental issue, like where he's been like mentally put in the body of another character, and he's like reenacting that, or he's been hit so hard that he got sent to another timeline, and then something's in like fate or God or whatever you want to consider it, is putting him there, so his two cases are connecting.
Okay.
I'm sure there's going to be like a serial killer that's killing women here, and then somehow they're connecting the two cases, and then he'll have to figure out the killer in the future too.
All right. Well, we shall see if you are right.
50 for 50 here. Technically, it's a third. I gave two scenarios.
Okay.
I would be like, where's my walls? Word in your shell, like what?
So what that means is like it's a very old-fashioned way of saying just a little word in your ear.
Oh. I'm having hoops.
Hoops as in breakfast hoops.
Oh. What's a breakfast hoop?
I suppose Cheerios?
Oh.
Yeah. Or he could be meaning hoops as in, you know, like baked beans?
Well, y'all have baked beans for breakfast?
Yeah, you can have baked beans for breakfast, but spaghetti hoops and baked bean sauce. That.
Oh, we call those spaghettios.
Oh, spaghettios. There we go. You see, we're not as different as you think, guys.
Yeah.
English and American. So when he says Virgin mobile number, it's the same as saying I want to be in contact with a Verizon number. It's Virgin Mobile was a mobile phone provider.
Yeah. I'm not that far off. It's like he's having like an out of body experience, but it's just in a
Potentially.
different time. Hmm. So he's probably going to see parallels between the case. Wow.
Pretty much Philly cheese.
Okay.
He says, so the British just say elaborate phrases and Americans just get straight to the point.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. See, that's the other thing as well. To be a copper in 2006 and you go back to the 70s, you've also got to get to your head that the advances in investigative procedures aren't there
Mm-hmm.
in the 70s. He's got to get to grips with that and all.
The right rate of inflation, the amount of money then wasn't as much as it is now. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, the value is much higher.
Yeah. Do you know what a downhill racer means? Um, it means, to put it YouTube friendly wise, a lass and a sausage in a gob.
What? A lass and a sausage?
Sorry, now I'm being proper Yorkshire. A woman with a sausage in a gob. We're not quite eating it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there you go.
I can imagine this is like the type of frustration that you would deal with. Like,
Mm.
say if you go visit like your grandparents or your great grandparents, and you're trying to educate them, but keep things simple for them.
Mm.
Everything that he's going over, they're like, "What are you talking about? What
Yes.
do you mean? How do you do this?" Like I remember working with someone on my 9 to 5 job one year. This was many years ago, granted, but we were working with already like Windows 8.
Yeah.
And the person was having difficulty, and I'm walking through all these other software things, and I finally just asked him, what software are you using? He's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, when you start it, what's the logo look like? And he goes, well, my Windows 98. And I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. So I just spent
Wow.
like an hour of my life working on a system that is nowhere near compatible for what he
Nowhere
wanted to
near.
do. And
Wow.
he's, see, that was me at that moment.
Yeah.
That was me at that moment. I wanted to be done. And he's like, he goes, so do I need to upgrade my system? I said, like my software? I'm like, for the amount of money you're gonna pay for your upgraded software, just buy a new computer, man.
Yeah.
And check the fingernails.
Yup.
Damn, that seems like the worst chiropractic maneuver I've ever seen.
She ain't even a nurse. She's just like a PC cop,
Mm.
normal cop. They'll use the term plonk a lot. What it means really is a female police officer.
So- Wait, so is it supposed to be like an offensive term for plunk?
No,
Okay.
not back then. It was just that was
Did
what they
it
were
not back
called.
then? So like now it's now it is.
Probably, yeah.
Because
Oh,
like I put it like this way, like everybody says flight attendant now,
yeah.
and like instead of saying stewardess.
Yes. There's a as we go through this, there's a lot of terms that back in the day was not offensive. Now it jolly well is. But like I said, the how it's written, the script is of its time because it's in the 70s. It wasn't offensive
Mm-hmm.
then, but it is now. But to make it authentic, it has to be 70s vernacular.
I imagine that guy's like his doctor that's working on him.
Possibly.
Wait, this is his place or her place?
His
Oh,
You go from a very modern apartment with all the luxuries and amenities to this. It's
true.
literally like going back in the Stone Age.
I remember two TVs. He could become rich. He knows what's going to happen with Google and whatnot.
True.
He gave my theories.
Yeah, basically.
You said you saw Dexter, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the whole time frame jump about the killers reminds me of was it season 4?
Trinity Killer.
Yeah.
Mm.
So the logic of a killer jumping like 30 years, like 3 decades, is it actually not that far off when you think about the Trinity Killer?
Yeah.
I think she's being awfully forward with him.
You think this is forward?
Just hit my stuff. Well, not necessarily directly forward, but she is being very familiar.
It's just a being friendly.
Is it friendly to let someone just be on their chest like that?
No. But before that, it was just being friendly, British friendliness. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not. There's no in it.
Yeah, okay. Don't open the door.
Hmm.
I just realized there's no doorknob on the inside of that door besides what's on the lock.
Yeah. It's just deadlock door.
I don't like that security.
Hmm. Yeah.
When paranoia tells me like I need 2 bolts.
Yeah.
I don't rely on one.
That door gets kicked in quite a number of times, to be fair.
Oh, you're,
By Gene Hunt
a
himself.
little bit of a spoiler. That door will be kicked in.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Hinges
yeah.
are relative for that door.
I don't think that's too much of a spoiler, to be fair. It isn't like it's, securely sound. Bupa is like private health insurance.
Okay.
Mm.
Was it like I'm feeling like this is like an episode of Archer? Was it season 7 or 8 where he gets in a coma and he's reliving the LA Noir days?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if
Well,
they watched this show first and they're like, let's just make it LA Noir and like do Archer.
pretty much, yeah. It's not like that here, but yeah, I can see him lifting a little bit off of Life on Mars for that episode.
Yeah.
But he gets, I mean, you've just seen it there. like messages from the timeline that he came from. He gets them through things like the TV, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
You'll see it a lot more.
Okay, so is that another phrase that is not usable today?
Sorry, what?
Bird.
A bird?
Yeah.
Nah, you can use it still.
Okay.
Not the way police interviews are conducted these days.
Yeah.
Mm.
And of course, he wants to join them for the drink. Oh,
Damn
like
right.
I'll drink on my own. I wouldn't want to drink with him.
No, I'd want to have a drink with Hunt. Gene Hunt, yeah.
You know, there's a difference. Difference. Is
Mm.
Gene Hunt famous?
Gene Hunt is an iconic British TV character now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. This is just a nice little introduction to him, but you'll get to know him a lot more. Maybe more than you want, but there you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have had the same reaction if someone asked me for a Diet Coke. I'd be like, sorry, I don't do diet.
Exactly.
He couldn't find the killer originally. So what's going to make him any better? He has less tools at his exposure. He just happens to know some of the clues in advance.
Yeah. Thing is, though, it's a different time frame. So it may make it easier for him now.
True. But also may make it more difficult, like depending on their work ethic.
True.
Like, I shouldn't be here.
Yep. A very sexist era.
True.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, wouldn't the girl be like a child at this time?
Mm. Potentially not even born at this time.
Yeah, depending on the age gap. They
Yeah.
didn't really mention how old. Wait, the other Nelson?
Yeah.
He's in limbo. We're watching Lost.
To be fair, Lost came out after this. And we don't know if he's actually in limbo or not,
Mm-hmm.
or what this world is. Notes confirmed.
Oh, I will say, have you ever seen Letterkenny?
No.
Every time you say "to be fair,"
Yeah.
I want to be like to. Will understand this. I want to be like to be fair.
I have
Is
no
a
idea,
you
but that
can
was
you
so
can
funny to hear.
You can see it like if you ever Google it
Mm.
on YouTube. It's like, to be fair, letter Kenny. It'll make sense after that point.
Oh, no, I will do that afterwards.
Yeah. I would feel like this guy should know how to fight better.
You'd think.
Yeah.
But Gene Hunt has some skills.
I like this song, by the way.
Yeah.
I know this song, and I remember listening to this song when I first watched Legion.
Oh, okay.
I've heard it elsewhere, but yeah.
Mm.
I still have some vinyls.
Which vinyls do you still have?
Jackson Thriller, Jackson 5, and I forget which ones of the Jackson 5 though. And then I think I have Paula Abdul. I think
Okay.
I have that one.
All right.
I might have Rhythm Nation. I can't remember.
Mm. And this is why I say, because he's within that time, sometimes it might make it easier for him to put the clues together.
Hmm.
And we'll just notice that you've got rid of your tash. My God, he is observant.
Brother, it's been like 2 days. If not 3.
I'm I love that. He's like, if anything happens to me, Mo, I'll come to your house and stamp on all your toys. Good kids. Do you know what lots of gob means?
No.
Means she's mouthy. She
Oh,
chats
okay.
a lot, yeah.
Oh, the carbon copy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know what that is.
Yeah.
Hey, what was she sipping in? It was that coffee in a plate?
Yeah. Tea, but yeah.
On a plate.
Yes. It's
Is
how a
that a
lot of
British thing?
people drunk their tea back in the day instead of out of a teacup from a little teacup plate. Yes.
But why not use the teacup?
Preference? Why not?
I mean, because cats and dogs do that.
Yeah. Maybe she'd like to emulate a cat or a dog. Who are we to judge?
Okay, yeah, shouldn't judge. So they're really
Yep.
okay. So, but they were playing like good cop, bad cop, and
Yep.
inadvertently.
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to say, "What's a warrant?"
Oh no. It's like warrant schmorrant. I'm still gonna knock the door down.
Mhm. I mean, she did meet them before.
Mm-hmm.
Now, was that material with asbestos or without asbestos? I'd be concerned.
Let's assume without asbestos. But this is gonna link things up here.
It turns into be a copycat.
No.
He's an enabler. He's like a sidekick to this guy.
Ish, yeah. Trinity killer theory is right here.
Hmm.
What do you think he's going to do with the note?
Here's the problem. Like, there's a theory that like if time is going in, like time has to run its course. So
Mm,
even if he tries to change and alter history, it may not actually change.
okay.
Or if he does change and alter history, it may get worse.
Mm,
Because theoretically, even though he just did that with the note, doesn't mean the guy's really going to go to jail. Get
mm-hmm.
the attorney sees his doctor, the doctor just pulls up their records.
Yeah, but this is like 1970s. Records were very loose at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Not as
This is true.
not as kept as they are now.
This is true too.
Yeah.
I was like, it's time to go.
Mm.
Oh, Will Norris was like, maybe because tea spills. I think that was because of my remark about
Yeah.
the plate.
Whatever he did here might all of a sudden is safe.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you didn't even ask, like, how do I come back? What kind of.
You'll see now what he took out of that conversation, how he thinks he's going to get back.
He asked him to total recall himself.
Yeah.
That's total recall.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Hmm.
Mm. And that was episode 1.
Okay.
All right. What did you think to it?
I'm intrigued. I'm interested. And obviously, there's clearly more to the killing sort of situation that he's in.
Mm.
It could be more to just his predicament, or there's actually more to the killings in general
Mm-hmm.
than they lead us to believe. And the sheer fact that he's just stuck there. Is he really going to be able to get out? That's the interesting point. Is he, or is it all in his mind?
Yeah.
So that's intriguing. The fact that he knows everything doesn't tell me that it's like he's someone else in the past envisioning himself in the future. It
Mm.
is telling me that someone in the future is either envisioning the past or he's been sent in the past. One of the two.
Okay. What you kind of instinctively thinking at the moment is the situation, is what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I am intrigued, and on a normal circumstance, watching this, sitting through that first episode, I would, on normal circumstances, continue to the other episode.
Yes! Victory's mine. I was so, because I was like, okay, it's either going to go down like a lead balloon or you're going to like it. There's not going to be much in between of it because it can be a little bit like Marmite, to be fair, life on Mars, I feel. But I'm really, really glad that you are intrigued and you definitely want to go for episode 2 then next week.
I would be down to watch the next episode of this. Yes.
No, right. So I suppose everyone in the chat, what do you think? If you've watched Life on Mars, do you agree with Adan's assessment for episode 1, like his introduction to life on Mars and Gene Hunt? Do let me know. We will be here same time next week, and we will continue our Life on Mars journey with series 1, episode 2. So that'll be at 5 o'clock UK time. So Google your time of the world and see what time that is, because I don't have a clue with time zones. You guys confuse me with all of that. So yeah. But with that being said, as ever, if you haven't done so already, you need to get over to Nerd Tots. There you go. If you're watching live or you're watching on the replay and you got this far, wow. Props to you for that one. Get on over to Nerd Tots and subscribe to Adan's channel. If you want anime, if you want more watch parties, if you want to see the dude cook, because he can cook a nice meal, I've seen it. It looks tasty even from the UK. Then get yourself over to Nerd Tots and subscribe to Adan's channel straight away. Adan, what have people got in store? What have you got in... Blah. When I can get my teeth back in. What have you got in store for the lovely masses of the internet world for Nerd Tots? What have you got planned?
So, what we got planned? Let's see. Well, tonight we're going to be watching the other half of Jean-Claude Van Johnson, which is a Jean-Claude Van Damme TV series that was on Amazon. It's only 6-episode series, so it's the last 3 episodes we're watching. We just did 3, if not 4 episodes for our D&D. So you're going to see that coming out soon, which I'm very proud of because we got new equipment and we really did a good job with the sound, and it sounds a whole lot cleaner. Like how we sound now is how we sound like it playing in the game, which is something I've been hoping to get down finally. And we fixed the camera angles, so we're like looking at you guys as we're playing, so you can feel like we're a part of it. And I think we have the map on screen, so it's gonna look a lot better, basically. And then as far as everything else, well, like she said, we do have our gaming stream Wednesdays. Loki is going to be, we're going to continue Loki. We'll figure out time for that, and Bad Batch Fridays. So we're going to be consistent, and I will have someone's going to do a little a short video of the last baking thing I just did, so that you guys can see it all displayed on a table. So it's gonna look kind of cool. You will see what she was talking about.
Yeah, the way that Adan was explaining the table that he's constructed, the games table, it sounds freaking sweet, dude. So I'm definitely looking forward just to see that, to be fair. And for this channel, next week, your regular series will be up. So Alter Philosophy on Tuesday and Alter Reality on Thursday. We'll also be doing a live watch party on Wednesday for Loki. So stay tuned for that. This evening, though, you might want to get yourself over to twitch.tv/Stef Alter Nerd. That's where I indulge in my gaming fantasy. And in about 40 minutes, I will be continuing with my Zelda adventure, Ocarina of Time. You know I love a little bit of Zelda, and you definitely know I love myself some Ocarina of Time. So stay tuned. In about 40 minutes time, I'll be going live on there, and you can watch me play badly, basically. And yeah, get very, very frustrated with the game as I kind of trundle along and try and defeat the great Ganon, the evil great Ganon, as he tries to take over the world. So yeah, with that being said, do you have anything else to add, Adan, before we go?
No, well, since we're on your channel, if anybody's on there that has not subbed to Stef the Alter Nerd channel, by all means, you're missing out. Sub to her channel. You should be clicking on it. If you're not already, click that bell. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the like button like I just did right now. Aww. And there you go. That's how you're going to do it, guys. You want to support her. If you're following her and watching these videos, you should be supporting. So that's what you need to do.
Yes. And vice versa for Dan as well, because we're both on this journey together to get our YouTube channels monetized. Subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing these videos, that is our currency at the moment that we absolutely appreciate no matter what, and it helps us on our journey here. So for everyone that has done that, for myself and Adan over at Nerd Tots, we do truly thank you for doing that. And with that being said, guys, that is the end of the stream. Thank you to everyone again that joined and saw the first ever episode of An American Reacts to Life on Mars and Gene Hunt. Again, if you want to see more, you'll see this. We'll be here this time next week to watch episode 2, season 1. So looking forward to seeing you all then, and until the next time, you guys,